Hey everyone, I'm Lauren from My Something Beautiful Life. I absolutely love Black Friday. It is by far my favorite time to shop during the year. And one of the places that I always shop from is ERIN CONDREN. They always do an amazing Black Friday sale, and this year is going to be no exception. And so today I wanted to show you some of the new products from ERIN CONDREN that I'm most excited about that will be going on sale very soon. These were sent to me for free, but I had the opportunity to actually pick out the items that I was sent, and so each of these items has a very specific reason why I picked it. These truly are some of my favorites of all of the new products that they have started selling lately, and so I can't wait to show you all of them. The first thing that I have here, these are the new winter bundles. These are a limited edition bundle. There are two different cover options to choose from. I absolutely love both of them. I think they are beautiful and so cozy. I love the collage effect of this one. And then this one I think is just beautiful with the snow and the stars. You can actually personalize these. So this one I chose to have it say "Let It Snow," and then this one I actually just left it blank. But you can have it personalized down here in the bottom corner if you would like. You also get to choose between two different writing tools. This is a purple glitter highlighter, and this is a navy blue gel pen. The specific color name is Denim, but it's just a really dark, beautiful blue. So you get to choose your cover, you can personalize it, and then you also get to choose which writing tool you want. And then each bundle also comes with a set of these magnetic tabs. Both sets of tabs are the same, I just have them in reversed order. I opened one of them up to look, and I think I put it back in the opposite direction. But I will take these out so that you can see them. These are really fun. Okay, so they are like a coated cardstock, and then if you open them up, they have magnets on the inside so that you can put them over your page. Let's use this book. So you just slip them over the top of your page, and they will hold a few pages at a time. And then you have a tab so that you can easily get to your page. Don't mind my papers falling out. This is my notebook that I test writing tools in. I brought it so that we could test both of these pens, but you can kind of see how it just sticks out over the page, and then it makes it really easy to open up to the page that you're on. So these are something that I'm really excited about. I like that they're not very bulky. They're not heavy. They're not going to weigh down your page. They're just a simple way to mark what page you're on. So you get two of those inside each of the bundles. And I want to show you what's inside these notebooks because I'm also really excited about that. And I will test the pens in just a minute, but I want to show you the inside. So both of these are the same. And this is a weekly planning notebook. It is undated and it has enough pages in here for 6 months worth of planning. So if you love both covers like I do, you could get two of them and you would have the full year, which honestly, I think I might pick up more of these because this notebook is just that good. Okay, so we just have the normal title page, and then you have a weekly layout. So you have all of the days of the week lined up. You have a lined section and then a checklist section. And this is the same as the page that is now in the Daily Duo. When they re-released the Daily Duo in, I can never remember which month it is. It's sometime like April or May. The new Daily Duo layout has this weekly overview page in it. And so this is the same layout that is in those planners now. And then over on this side, we have a lined section and then a section with checklists on it. This is such a good weekly layout page. I absolutely love it. I live off of note space and to-do lists. And so if you tend to think in that way too, then this could be a really great planner for you. The one thing it doesn't have is a monthly layout, but if that doesn't bother you, this would make an amazing planner just all on its own. Or you could also use it for project planning because after this weekly spread, you have two sets of lined note pages for each week. So you have tons of note space for anything else that you need to keep track of. And then it will just repeat like that through the rest of the book. Like I said, there are 26 weeks in here. So this should last you for about 6 months. And then in the very back, after the last week, let's see. Okay, so there's the last week. We have the two sets of notes pages. There's one more extra notes page. It's blank on this side. Well, it's got the text that's at the back of every ERIN CONDREN planner. But there's a lined page here. And then there are 2 sheets of stickers that you can also use in your planning. So both of the notebooks are the same on the inside. They all have the same colors in them, the same layout. So you truly just get to pick whichever cover you like, but these are limited edition. So if this is something that you want, I would definitely get it as soon as you can. I have no idea when they will sell out, especially once the Black Friday sale starts. I imagine that these will go pretty fast. Okay, and so let's test the pens. So we have a purple glitter highlighter, and you do have to kind of prime this to get it started. The tip, you have to like hold it against the paper and press it down to get the ink flowing. But once it's going, it's really good. And it just leaves a beautiful purple highlight. It works just like any other highlighter, and it writes really well. I love the glitter in it. I think it's really pretty. So that is one of the writing tools that you get to choose from. The second one is this denim gel pen. It has kind of a soft touch feel to it. And then there's the tip of it, if it will focus. Okay. And then yeah, I totally just spelled that wrong. Okay, let's try that again. Denim, is that how you spell it? There we go. Spelling's not one of my strong suits. Okay, it writes really well. It's a little bit of a thicker tip. I feel like a lot of gel pens are a 0.5, and I feel like this might be more of a 0.7. I don't know for sure, but it does feel like a little bit of a thicker tip to me. It doesn't skip at all. It writes really smoothly, and the color is beautiful. I love the dark blue. So it really just depends on what your preference is. If you'd rather have a writing pen or a highlighter, I love both. I use both pens and highlighters. I love gel pens, so I'm excited that this is one. And then of course you get your magnetic tabs also. So those are the new limited edition winter bundles. I think this could be a great solution to help keep you organized throughout the year. I love these, and I can't wait to start using them as well. Like I said, I will probably buy more of them. So this is the new winter bundle. The next thing that I want to show you is the new 12-day advent calendar. This also is limited edition. Once these sell out, they are gone. So if this is something that you're interested in, I would definitely get it as soon as you can, because we have no idea how long they will last. So I'm not actually going to unwrap this yet. I'm going to probably do it on Instagram in December. I've been really excited about advent calendars this year, and so I will probably actually open it like as an advent calendar. We'll see how good my patience is, because sometimes I just don't want to wait. All right, let's see if I can pull it out of here. Okay, so each day is individually wrapped. We have the first one right here, and then there are some smaller envelopes, and then these, which I believe these are probably all writing tools just based on their shape, and they all fit nicely in this cute little box. This box also, if I can flip it without knocking everything out, it has a stand on the back of it so that you can actually use it later and set it up. You could use it as like a desk organizer, or just to display something. Or, let me see, I think, oh no, that's not gonna work. Okay, I was hoping that you'd be able to fit like the coiled A5 notebooks in there, because then you could put your planner on display. And that doesn't fit, but you can fit Petite planners in there and sticker books. So those could also be there, and that would just make them easy to access. I think the color, it's really pretty. I've just been loving this shade of green lately, so I think this is really pretty, and I love the packaging. I'd love to repurpose these for something. I probably will, because these envelopes are just absolutely beautiful. So this is the new advent calendar. Again, also limited edition, so grab it as soon as you can if this is something that you are interested in. The next item I want to talk about is the 2025 Life Planner. I have been using the Daily Duo for quite a while, and just recently I went back to the Life Planner with the vertical layout, and so I think this one's going to be so helpful in the new year. ERIN CONDREN offers 3 different interior layouts. They have this vertical, of course. There's also a horizontal and an hourly. I have used all of them at some point in my life, and they were very helpful for that period. Right now, the classic is just where my heart is. I love being able to divide things up into 3 different sections, but then still be able to see my whole week all on the same page. It's a very functional layout for me, and it has been so helpful in just keeping everything as unchaotic as possible. I know it's so easy for just chaos to take over, but this has been immensely helpful for me. I did a full flip through of this planner that I will link to below. That way, if you want to see it in more detail, you can watch that video. I absolutely love this new multicolor coil. I believe it's called Sunrise. It has yellow, kind of this coral, orange, pink color, and then a pinkish purple color at the top. And it's just absolutely beautiful. For the cover, I have this beautiful new pumpkin pattern. All of the covers are interchangeable, which I love because I switch out my cover all the time. I really like to switch it out seasonally and just match whatever month we're on. And so having the interchangeable covers is so fun for me. The ERIN CONDREN planners are made so well. They have a very classic design. I love the dashboard page. It took me a while to know what to start using it for, but once I figured it out, this page has just become so helpful for me in my planning. I love the note space that this planner has. You get a page right here next to the dashboard, and then there's also another page at the between months basically. So it's at the end of one month and before the next one starts. But the ERIN CONDREN planners are just a great way to stay organized throughout the year. The next item I want to show you is the new Petite Planner Year in Preview. I love the Petite Planner so much. They are one of my favorite things. The size is just perfect and I love the quality of them. And I'm really excited about this new layout. So I'm going to open it up. We will get rid of all the crinkly paper. But look how pretty this cover is. I love the little foiled speckles on it. And then Dream Plan Do. Okay, so inside we have the title page. There's an instruction page that just kind of gives you some tips on how to use this planner. Then we get into our goal pages. So this page is for long-term habits. And so there are a couple reflection questions about that. And then a page for goal brainstorming. And then next we have some pages for actually planning out your goals. So I believe there are 7 of these. Each one has a little bit of a different color theme to it. But the layout of all of them is basically the same. Okay, so there's the last one, I believe. Yes, okay. So here we have goal type, personal, career, financial, or other. Your goal, why it's important, important dates, goal action items, and then just a blank space for some notes. I love this layout. It's so simple so that it can apply to almost anything. The 2 parts of this page that stand out to me the most is the why it's important, because you have to know why you're doing it in the first place. It doesn't do you any good to set a goal just because you feel like you're supposed to set that goal. You have to know why it's important to you personally. And then the second thing is the goal action items. It's easy to set a goal of just what we want our life to look like, but if you don't know the actions that it will take to get there, it's not going to do you any good. You have to know, you have to break it down into action steps that you can do, something that will propel you forward towards that goal. After the goal pages, then we have quarterly pages. So the remainder of this planner is broken up into quarterly sections. So you have the quarter focus, you have 4 goals, along with the action items for those goals, important dates, and a notes section. Then you get 3 undated calendars. And then you get a couple of notes pages. After that, there is your reflection page, progress I made on my goals in the last quarter, what I'm proud of, what I learned, what I want to keep focusing on, and what I want to add. I really like that it's set up on a quarterly basis. I have recently found that breaking my goals down quarterly actually is really helpful because it gives me something that just feels more achievable. A year seems like such a long time. And so when you break something down by quarters, I feel like it's a lot easier to add in action steps that will get you to that goal. And then we just go into the next quarter. So that is the remainder of this planner. It has 4 quarters in it for the whole year. And then let's see, at the very end, okay, so there's the last quarter. You have a page for accomplishments, completed goals, things I learned, celebrating the progress, and continuing the work. Just some really good reflection questions, and it keeps you moving on into the next year. In the very back, we have a pocket, and then inside is a sticker sheet with some dated stickers so that you can date all of those monthly calendars. Oh, and look how cute these are. They're kind of a light purple with gold foiling on them, but I don't know if they're focusing very well. There we go. Okay, but they're just super cute. So you get a full sheet of those in the back of the planner as well. So that is the year in preview. I think this is going to be really fun to fill out in December just to start planning out the next year. I like to do a lot of my plans that are not in the immediate future. I like to do them on sticky notes so that I can move them around if necessary, but then it helps get the ideas out of my head as well. So you could definitely plan out the whole year and just use some sticky notes so that it's flexible, but it still gets those plans out on paper. The next thing that I have to show you is the new recipe book. I love cooking and baking, and I love collecting recipes, so I'm really excited about this book. But if you are not somebody who likes to cook and bake, this also would be an amazing gift. I'm thinking specifically for teenagers or young adults who are moving out or going to college. If you are a grandparent, this would be so cool to do for any of your grandkids. So my thought is to fill it for them with all of your favorite family recipes. Definitely leave some blank space so that they can add in some of their own as well. But likely there are recipes that you had in your household growing up, or if you're a grandparent, then I know at least in my family, both of my grandmothers and even some of my great-grandmothers have recipes that are like family favorites. And it would be so cool just to have all of those in one space. And it just creates such a cool gift that they will just treasure. So I absolutely love the idea of giving this out as a gift, especially to somebody who's going to be on their own in the near future, or even somebody who's just learning to cook. Like, I think that would be really fun too. You could even help them fill it out as they go. Maybe as you learn recipes together, you could add the recipe into the book, at least the ones that are winners. Definitely don't add recipes you don't like. But any recipes that you guys just loved, definitely put them in here. Or filling it out for somebody just to share all of your favorite recipes or family favorites. I think that would be such a cool gift too. Inside of it, of course, we have the title page. Then we have some kitchen conversions. There's temperatures, weights, volumes, baking pan conversions, measurements, baking pan sizes, and meat temperatures. This is important. I actually used to work in food, and so I've taken like food safety classes. It's really important that you know the different types of meat and the temperatures that they need to go to be fully cooked and safe. So I love that they included that as part of this page. Next, we have a lot of sections for favorite recipes. So they have my favorites, family favorites, crowd pleasers, holiday must-haves, and then there's some pages for individual people's favorites. So you can just put their name at the top and then list what their favorites are. Next is weeknight go-tos, quick and easy winners, make ahead slam dunks, and fancy family meals. I love all of these sections. And when you are like in a slump trying to figure out what to make for dinner, this could be a really great resource to go back and check just to get some ideas. Then the rest of the planner is divided up into 5 sections. We have appetizers, side dishes, entrees, desserts, and more recipes. So if we go back, inside each section, there are some pages that have one recipe per page. You have ingredients, directions, and then there's different areas that you can categorize it as. It also has servings, prep time, and cook time, and then of course the recipe name at the top. So these pages are one full recipe per page. And I believe the appetizers and the side dishes, all of the recipe space in here, there's just one page for each recipe. There's a notes page at the back. Ignore the pink line, that came from my nail polish. I've been doing that to everything I touch pretty much. In the entree section, at the beginning, all of the pages are just one recipe per page. But then if we flip towards the back, you actually have a 2-page spread for some larger recipes. I actually really love that some of them have space for shorter recipes and some of them have space for longer recipes, because when you have a shorter recipe, it would be kind of a waste to put them on a 2-page spread. But if you have a longer recipe, you need that extra space. So I love that they have both options, but again, it's only in some of the tabs. So appetizers and side dishes are all just the one-page recipes. Entrees has some of each, and I believe the other two categories do as well. Yes, desserts do, and then so do the more recipe section, which I just call it like miscellaneous. Just anything else that's not categorized, basically. Or maybe if you even fill up one of the other sections, like I could probably easily fill up the dessert section because that is what I like to make the most. Then you just have some extra space for some more recipes. Okay, and so then after all of the recipes, there is a pocket in the back. I love this too because then if you have a recipe on a random piece of paper, you can just tuck it into the back until you're ready to write it into the planner. Or if you printed out something online that you want to try, then it also can go in this pocket. Okay, and then I have one more thing to show you regarding this planner. ERIN CONDREN also sells these tabbed dividers, and they have pockets in them that are clear, so you can see through them really well, that you can just snap into these planners. They are a 7x9 size, and this cookbook is also a 7x9 size, so it will fit in here. I'm trying to do it gently. What I love about these is that you can turn this recipe book into an entire meal planning system. You can use these pockets to store your meal plan. You could put a monthly meal plan in here or your weekly meal plan. You could also tuck in some recipes here that you want to try, similar to the pocket in the back, but this would keep it right in the front or with the tab where you can easily find it. These are double-sided too, so you have a pocket on each side of them. This particular set comes 3 to a pack. You could also use these to keep track of any reference information that you wanted to keep in your recipe book. Maybe if you have a list of food substitutions, like my favorite one for baked goods is to substitute the fat with applesauce. This works especially well with things like breads, but there are tons of substitutions like that. So you could definitely use these to hold reference information as well. But I think my favorite idea is to use this to hold your meal plan, and then you have it right here with all of your favorite recipes. There's just a little hack for you for this recipe book. Again, I think this is a great way to stay organized. It is also a great gift. There are so many different ways that this can come in handy. I just think this makes a really good gift idea for either yourself or for others. But I love this recipe book, and I think it's going to be very helpful to stay organized in 2025. The next thing that I want to show you is the new premium Planny pack, and I brought some accessories that we can use in it. So I have been lovingly calling this Planny Pack 3.0, and I think it's my favorite version yet. It still has the elastic strap on it. There's a pocket here on the front. This one is the asterisk design. It's beautiful. It's like a blush pink color with the gold foiled asterisks on it. And it's a vegan leather material. It feels so nice. It zips all the way around, and then it opens up and you have your space inside. So over here we have a mesh pocket, and then right here we have some pen loops, and then there's another pocket back here. So very different from the designs that we have seen before, but I'm very excited about this just because of the space that it offers. It is pretty thick. I want to say it's a little bit more than an inch thick, so it should hold tons of stuff on the inside. So one thing I wanted to show you are the sticker books. They will just barely fit. You can get it in there, but I do think that there's going to be some instances in which it's not going to fit in there. I really should take it off this cardboard, honestly. I don't know why I decided to leave it on. Okay. There we go. But it does technically fit in here. It will not fit inside this pocket though, and it will not fit inside this pocket either. But it does fit inside the size of the Planny pack. And then I got some of my favorite pens that we can slip in here so that you can see. The pen loops are elastic and they're pretty big, so they will hold all of the thicker markers. I'm sure they will hold the new dual tip markers. I don't have any of those to show you, but these ones I use all the time and I love them. And these ones easily fit inside of those loops. They're perfect and snug. They're not going to slip around. And then you could put some other pens over here or something like sticky notes. I know I put sticky notes in my Planny packs all the time. and then you can just zip it up and keep it with your planner and have everything that you need close by. So I'm very excited about these new Planny packs. I just love the design and I think they are beautiful. I love that you can see everything spread out. You're not trying to reach into a bag to find something. And I'm very excited to use this next year. I think this is going to help me stay very organized. Oh, and I should mention, I just found out it will fit inside this little display case too. It fits perfectly inside that slot right there. Okay, the next thing I want to show you is one of the new organizer cases. Last year I purchased the extra large one, like the biggest one that they had, and I have been using that this year and I love it. The quality of these is absolutely amazing. It's a canvas type material, but they are lined and they are so durable. The quality is just fantastic and I love the design of them. This one is the almond color. I think it's absolutely beautiful. And then when it zips, it kind of zips at an angle so that when you open it, it will actually sit flat. And you can use both the top and the bottom for storage. It comes with this piece right here. It's not going to sit flat because there's nothing holding it down. But I promise they do sit flat. So it comes with this piece that fits inside the middle. There's Velcro right here and right here. And then these will fit on those pieces. So those little flaps will just attach right there, and then this one comes up and attaches right here. And so then you can divide this section into 3 if you wanted to, if you want to keep pens in it. This side is perfect for holding Petite planners or sticker books. They fit in that space perfectly. And then it can always just close up and everything fits nicely inside. Or if you just wanted this space open, you can definitely take this piece out and then you just have one large open space. I plan to use this next year to create kind of a planning kit. I'm going to put everything that I need to plan with in here so that I can easily carry it from room to room if I need to, but mostly just to keep it all in one spot and keep it very organized. My goal is actually even to change out the contents a little bit seasonally, maybe every month, to just vary up the washi tapes I have or the stickers, just to make sure that I'm rotating through all of my supplies and that things are getting used. It's so easy to just collect and not use as much as we're collecting, but one of the things I really want to do next year is use up the supplies I have, and I think this is going to be really awesome for just keeping everything nearby so that it's all there when I'm ready to plan. So I absolutely love this case. I love the size of it. I think it's perfect and I'm really excited to be able to use this next year. And the last thing that I have to show you today is a collaboration with Clever Girl Finance and ERIN CONDREN, and this is a budget planner. I'm going to do a full video where I flip through all of this, but I just wanted to point out some of the highlights. So first of all, this page in the beginning, it gives you an idea of where your finances stand when you're starting. And as painful as this can sometimes be, this is an extremely helpful thing to know when you start budgeting. You need to know where you are starting so that you can track the progress that you're making. And then we also have some space over here for some goals. There is a tab for each month. Inside the month, you have a calendar, a planning page, your budget, some spending trackers, and then a monthly check-in at the end. At the end of the planner, we also have some additional trackers for savings and debt. And then there's also some for investments, which is something that we don't often see in financial planners. But I love how helpful this planner can be when you're trying to get your finances organized. This is an undated planner, so while I know it's really fun to start at the beginning of the year, you also could start it right now too. You don't have to wait until January to start. If this is something that's going to be one of your goals, I definitely recommend starting any goal progress immediately. Don't wait till January to start working on your goals. If they're important now, then they're worth working on now. So I will definitely show this in more detail in a few days, but I just wanted to give you a brief overview. One of the things that I just tried to keep in mind as I was picking different items to review is to pick out things that will help all of us stay organized. If you take a minute and just reflect on some areas that maybe you're struggling in, then look at the different products that are available and see if there's something that could help in that area. You don't have to try to fix everything at once, But the ERIN CONDREN Black Friday sale is a great time to grab some of these items. This is the best sale that they do all year. You don't want to miss it. I will have links to all of these products in the description below, so be sure and check out anything that is interesting to you. And let me know in the comments if there are other items that you find super helpful in staying organized. I would love to know what they are and how you use them. And if you want to see the video where I flip through the entire life planner, you can check out this video right here. Thank you so much for watching today. I hope that you have a wonderful day. Bye-bye.